Hello and welcome. It's the 5th of November today, and let's have a look at the questions. CC, I just received my red light. What do I do now? Well, first of all, I would advise you to have a look in the free ebook. I'll make sure to leave a link in the comments here below. And have a look at the ebook, have a look what we're using it for. It also explains how you can use it. And it will tell you also which points or which ailments and conditions we use it for on all living beings. Apart from that, I would also suggest that you have a look at the free introductory course. You can find that at www.advancedphotonictherapy.com. That's where the platform with all the programs are. Apart from that, we have a Facebook group, a free Facebook group, which is called Advanced Photonic Therapy DIY. And there you will find other people who are also using it and it's also the place where most of you ask questions. Now, what are you going to do? If you have gone through that free course, you will see that you are using the light in the beginning at least every 2 days. You are going to do standard points and then specific points of the ailment or condition that is going on. And it depends if you're using it on a human or on a horse or on a dog or on an elephant or on a little mouse. The only thing that's going to differ there is the amount of time that you are lighting it on the specific point. But all the information is explained in every single information pack. And Dr. Brian McLaren made specific information packs for people, for horses, so for ailments and conditions in horses, dogs. He also made them for cattle, alpacas, and birds. And then in 2018, I also made one for you, for all the people who have cats. And in there, you will find the specific points for the specific ailments, and also with the explanation, for example, that with the horse, we're doing it 10 seconds per point on mode 1. With the humans, at least 5 seconds. Dog is normally 3 seconds, depends a little bit of the weight. And that's how you are going to get going. The best thing to do, go through the introductory course and download the free ebook. There you're going to find all the information you're looking for. If you want to learn more, we also have DIY programs that you can do whenever it suits you. And there is also normally an email that you can receive with more information and tips. Next question. If an animal or a human has several issues, how do you address each issue? One day torching for one issue and then the next day torching for the next issue, or torch for only one issue until it is cleared up and then torch for the next issue? Well, it all depends on what is going on. We always say, or Dr. McLaren always says, never do too many points. It's okay to repeat the points every 2 days. It's even okay to repeat the points every day. It's the amount of acupuncture points that you are going to be stimulating with the red light. That is where you have a maximum. So it makes no sense to say, oh, I'm just going to torch myself all over. Then everything is done and then everything will be fine. No, it's not going to be fine. You will know that most acupuncturists will never use more than 50 different points. And I'm not talking about at a time. I'm talking in general, even though there are 2,066 acupuncture points recognized by the World Health Organization, acupuncturists usually never use more than 50 of them. And in a case when they will be either giving you an acupuncture session or that are for your animals, I've never seen one do multiple dozens. Really not. You want to concentrate on what's the most important. In this case, you always want to be doing the specific points of the ailment. That is the most important at that moment. And the standard points. The standard points, it's a cocktail of points, and you never, ever want to forget to do those. Because usually Brian always used to say, just by doing standard points, 80% of any problem you're going to have will already be resolved. Will find your body will find balance again. Because in the end, that is what we are doing. We, by stimulating points, we are bringing body, mind, brain back into balance where it's not in balance. Any issue that you are having, be it you're having a headache or you have stomach problems, it's your body that's not in balance. And we want to bring it back to balance. What do you do if, let's take my example. Let's take my example from many years ago, from about 15 years ago, with my fibromyalgia. I was having headaches and migraines. I was sensitive to light. I was sensitive to sounds. I had stomach issues. I had intestinal issues. My memory wasn't working well. I was very forgetful. And the list goes on and on. Oh, yeah, I had tinnitus. I had so many things going on. But you can't do all these points. So what I always say to people is make a list of all the issues and then give them points. Which one is bothering you the most or is the most painful? And so you make that little list. And what I always advise to do is you start with the problem that is on number one. Do standard points and then specific points for that most important issue that you're having. Then, after 2 sessions, you can join another booklet of another ailment or another problem. And a few sessions later, join a third one. But leave it at that. And what you also have to remember is often when you take care of one problem, another problem will automatically go away too. So make sure to choose well what is really bothering you the most and take care of that. And in my case, for example, by taking my pain away, 15 years ago when I started with Advanced Photonic Therapy, by taking my pain away, I didn't have to take those painkillers. And by not taking those painkillers, I didn't have those stomach issues. I didn't have those intestinal issues. These issues came from all the tablets that those doctors were giving me back then. I'm happy to say that I haven't been taking any of them for 15 years now, but that's how sometimes things work. You take care of one problem, in that case, my pain. So I'm not taking those tablets, so I'm not having stomach issues, so I'm not having intestinal issues. And then I went to step number 2, which is my second biggest problem. And I took those points and so on and so on and so on till I have taken care of any issue that I have and I became in balance and I could stop with any medication they ever gave me. Good. Let me see. Hold on. I saw another question just come in. Let me have a look. It's here. It's very small. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger so I can read it. Okay. My friend has been diagnosed with osteoporosis and can't seem to absorb enough vitamin D. She is currently on a type of medication. I never say them out loud. Will the APT, Advanced Photonic Therapy, help her? I was going to lend her my second torch and show her the main points to do every day. But what additional points should I have her focus on? Well, this is pretty simple, Beatrice, because there is a specific booklet in the people information pack with the specific points for osteoporosis. And I know you have that information pack. So just show her and do it with her, the standard points, and then the specific points that you will find in the booklet of osteoporosis. Apart from that, remember vitamin D, it is so essential to come out in the light. And I'm not telling you that you need to lie for hours in the sun. I'm not telling you that. But it is important to come out in the daylight, to do some walking. Go for a walk for half an hour and make sure that you let the sun absorb in your skin. You can do this in the morning. Morning sun is so important and even better for you than the high sun at lunchtime or in early afternoon. So That's the first thing I would be telling you to do to help her. And as you have a second touch, for sure, it's easy for you to lend it out. And also make sure that she repeats those points every 2 days. Now, as she's having a chronic situation, she will need to repeat those points every 2 days for the coming 4 to 6 weeks at least. So you will lose your second torch for quite some time. The other question, what is the wavelength of the Advanced Photonic Therapy torch? My friend has something from Amazon, and I suspect it's not working for her. Well, first of all, I don't know what she is using from Amazon, but the fact is, the red light torch pens that we are using, we use only and only a 660 nanometer wavelength. That's the one you want to have to red light the specific acupuncture points. And then it also has different strengths depending if you're going to use it on acupuncture points or if you want to use it locally. Well, it seems that these are the questions that I received in the last 2 days. And so there you have it. I'll be back on Wednesday, so keep on sending me your questions and I'll be happy to come back to YouTube. I'll see you then. Don't forget to subscribe.